All right, hello and welcome. We are back with Terraformers. Let's start a new game here. And honestly, on our DLC scenarios, Interstellar Ambitions is the one I'm very excited for. The last run took a long time to do, but I think that we could push Interstellar Ambitions. And you know, in the past, we were really focused on going up one step at a time because the videos take so long. I'd rather take a hot second, perhaps, and just go on to insane difficulty. I haven't played this type of mission yet before, so I don't really know what's going to go on here to do this. It looks like we need... To achieve victory, you must build an interstellar spaceship megastructure on either Mars's moons, Deimos or Phobos. The final stage requires a combined 38 celestial development levels, megastructure stages, or Martian faction government seats to be acquired. I actually really like this. It combines all three of the DLCs into one combined ambition, which makes it so we're not just focused on one of the things. We need to build megastructures, we need to settle Sol, and we need an independent Mars. Not necessarily independent, but you know, 38 points. Wow, this is pretty massive. Let's jump into the game on, again, insane difficulty and talk about where 38 points are going to come from. Like, I'm thinking you can only really get, what, 8 from Mars itself, right? If I okay, cool. I did not mean to do this. I'm clicking through too fast. I wanted to look at the screen here. Yeah, there's 8 seats. So the rest of our ambitions needs to be kind of crazy. In terms of resolve here, we can pick different starts. Scientific start is interesting. Balanced start is also cool. I don't know that I love the terraforming start. I find it a little bit tricky, and it's a little bit of a distraction to get this up and running compared to a lot of other things. The scientific start, though, doesn't start with any titanium, which is interesting. Humanist or scientist. I do like some science. Extra technologies offered the whole game. You get 2 instead of 3 every time they're offered. Sounds like a meta to go for here. Also, what does this say? Construct megastructures. So the interstellar spaceship. 20 comfort of living? What? Emissions happen twice as fast, new megastructures twice as often. City must have 2 population. Wow. So this is the interstellar colony ship to get into 30 comfort of living. 4 times. So you want to build this early because then you get a lot of things offered. But again, settling Deimos or Phobos itself is a little bit tricky. You have to build this huge moon base, right? Wow. And it gets a special lunar ambition. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick a scientific start with a scientific leader. Then I need to figure out where we are on the planet, because for some reason we don't know. New Cardiff in Serenium. And I mean, I love getting a titanium mine online very quickly, so that jumps out to me as interesting. Let's probably go for a scientific city. It's hard to say. 1 influence per 5 science production. We do have the science start, so that makes sense. Industrialist wants to grow. You want to make food. Okay. New Herrera. Arcia Post. Arcia Base. Yeah, sure. So as always, we'll put our housing unit in one area. We'll put a scientific synergy building over here. We want to get a titanium mine with our first population if we can. So here's a whole bunch of titanium and the titanium mine I was hoping for. So far so good. We probably want energy generation, but it's tricky because I can only really specialize the city in 2 things, right? You need population, then the production of something, and the production of something else. We chose science, so something like this, the laboratory, makes a lot of sense. But energy, you need super early, so I think we need to go for that. And what's really problematic is we also need food. So hopefully we can find locations that are going to help us with that. At least there's 2 spots very near us for those resources, so that works out for us. I'll grab a laboratory here, and some energy production there. And what I'm going to hope for is that we actually get some robots early to expand us out to these mines a little bit faster. Getting 15 food is also needed for this, so we need to get lucky with one of these exploration events. For now, let's probably just try and get some nitrates and silicates so that we can get another scientific building built. The laboratory, that is. We need a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything is available over here. Also, this is a great place to explore because the temperature is at 0 instead of in the negatives. So if we are going to found a second base at one point, that makes sense. Ooh, a bus. A bus is great for us. I want the energy one as well, but the bus, what it allows you to do is get those expansions really early. And if we expand the city very large and wide, we don't get a happiness penalty for going far away. So that worked out really well for us. There's always the Eureka. I could pick that and get both of these cards. This is actually a great turn for that. Trade routes. We can trade stuff away. I don't need more titanium, so for now, even though we have the production of it, let's trade it away and start getting in some food. We need to get to 15 food to get this population. None of those projects really matter to me. And then while that's happening, we're going to go and chase some nitrates and tritium and other resources to... Oh, there we go, we got the food. So now we just need the science. To get the research up and running. So I don't know, maybe we focus some early trade then on tritium and try and get these research posts open. We are going to need a lot of silicates to get the resonance station. So maybe that's a long-term trade then. We go for the long-term goal there. A free satellite. This is interesting. It comes with negative happiness though, so I'm not super huge on self-improving AI science per turn. It does work with the city. New technologies are suggested 4 times as fast. It's just massive. The problem is, like, this city, ooh, look at that, robots, benefits from us having high science production. Though I guess we're going to be getting to 6, so 3 more from this doesn't really matter. But the new technology is offered 4 times as fast when we have the leader that gives us 2 science options every time they're offered, like double, and we have high science production. I feel like you have to do the self-improving AI complex. We'll have to build a different city to do the other things that we need to have done. Let's take a moment and explore over here, perhaps. Silicates, and then explore with our satellite just somewhere far. More silicates. Yeah, nothing stands out. So now we can get another housing unit. We can get more science production. And our tritium is very quickly closing in. If we can find some more nitrates, that'll close in. If we can keep getting silicates, this will close in. So for a moment, we almost need to, well, focus on expanding down here. Well, I guess we have the bus station though, so we can explore anywhere. I was thinking we want to explore nearby so that we can connect to mines and stuff, but who knows. Oceans, titanium, or support. We're kind of struggling for happiness, so maybe we take a Saturn colony here. It does have science per turn at the high point. Just a little bit of happiness will help, because soon these expectations will rise and we'll find ourselves in a tough spot. 4 science per turn though feels pretty meaningful. We do need some nitrates to get another science building up. So let's explore over here. A blank tile. That's fine. Also, instead of trading, we could be building this Mars exploration now, but I don't have any energy production online, so let's not do that. Robot support, 1 science per population and robot. I mean, these are just too kind of expensive for me to really care about. I'll grab some of these projects. I'm likely going to sell them. For now, let's make sure we get the tritium online as fast as possible because I'm worried about our energy bleeding out. And there we go. Technology A, B, or C, and there's a double option for both. All technologies cost 25% less science. I mean, you feel like you have to take this. It's a really crappy secondary. Influence feedback loop. That's amazing for the Martian seat production. I don't know that we can go above 8. Like, in the other scenario, we need to win seats 12 times, 13 times, whatever. But I don't think that that's true now. In 1 science return for every 5 science you start producing. The discount, I think, is going to be better. None of these stand out, so we can take A. Doubles the influence generation might be relevant. Again, it uses things I don't want to use. I need to clear my hand a bit because we just got a bunch of new projects. Flat plains. I need nitrates, so let's use the space scanner and get another base online. And then I need nuclear power as soon as possible to get my thermos built. In fact, I am gonna go back to importing it because I'm not finding any on the map. And if we were, we could move on with these, but without it, the resonance is so far away, and there isn't even that much silicate, to be honest. We haven't done a +5 science, but that won't be necessary. This base is producing enough to get a first influence. We could be going for another one. The robots here will make a lot of sense, actually, is the other thing. In terms of expanding the city. Just a lot of things. We could get some energy production from windmills. This is a really crappy project in general, but without anything else going on, it seems like a good time to do it. The only problem is I don't have that much titanium to actually do it. It's a good chance to maybe take a break and get a development center so we can see more card options. And yeah, okay, we'll go scan down here. I'm finding a lot of, like, basically useless tiles is how I'm going to describe them. But for now, sure, we'll build a little bit of energy production. And stop trading this. Maybe start bleeding off some science, just because we have so much of it coming in. New leader available. So we're going to lose some of the influence that we were getting. This guy's a megastructure. +1 support every time you construct a megastructure stage works really well for us, actually. Distribution center, 2 expansions for free is kind of nice if we were building a lot of cities. Gives +1 per 3 population living in the cities. This guy's really about, like, the ranch and your comfort of living. When you found a new city, you get some support. I think we want Richardson. Build the big things. Are you the Americans go big or go home, and no one is more American than him? Is he like a Texas guy? Yeah, I don't know. American Midwest. Cool. So more options. I wouldn't mind a school. This is actually kind of the perfect structure that I was hoping for. Yeah, okay, so anyway, this structure is basically perfect for us because after we build this mega structure, we're gonna have 3 science per turn, but that gets us to 9, 1 short, and we're really limited on space, but I wanted a happiness structure for my population, and a school actually provides happiness and 1 science, so it's kind of the perfect thing. We do need more silicates. Again, it's such a bottleneck for us having not enough silicates. If I'm lucky, I could go and find a resource hint and get 3 silicates. Normally, you only get 2. Yeah, so we didn't get that. But we did get some food. So we could get the Marsha. And there's another silicate hint. So, honestly, it kind of worked out. We do need tritium for our power. As always, I'm going to take the heat microbes. Let me come back to these. So, then, let's go grab those silicates. Influence for the leader, I don't know that that matters. A little bit of heat and stuff doesn't really matter for me either. We don't have any tritium available anywhere in the world. Let's just do a distance scan over here. Cool. Having a microbe spreader, though, might work out in our favor real quick here. So that is something we have to keep in mind. Until I build robots, I can't build the school. So the robots are a must. Well, the robots or the Marsha. We should do the Marsha. It'll give us a big influx of happiness. And try and keep our expectations high. Only 261 happiness, right? This is our lose condition, right? If we can't maintain that we're making progress on our mandate, we'll run into big doo-doo problems. I don't mind this, but I hate it because of the tritium thing. Maybe you just grab this for later. Again, I could expand. There's no real spot that's calling out needing the expansion, so be chill. Choose a faction to gain influence. I think we want to keep the scientist moving forward. And here, 2 influence for the faction, +1 if there's at least 5 population. That's not going to happen. Could do some terraforming with water, but I would rather not. This might be a chance to just get a population module. Because we do need to found another city at one point. And right now, we're really facing a lot of bottlenecks. That's going to make that hard. Just going to make it hard. Find some water. Large aquifer, 20 water. That could get us a little further along here. And then a little bit of energy. Now we do need, this base is full up until we build the robot hub. So that's why keep getting energy, keep getting titanium is very critical for us. Keep getting tritium, all that jazz. I don't need these things. I mean, a launch pad might be helpful just because I'll have rural tiles soon. This might be a good turn to just explore next door and find a spot to plant like a bacteria spreader. Right now, we're 12 turns away from our first seat. Yeah, we're just chilling. A new megastructure, hanging gardens, central park, drill facility. I kind of feel like our next place needs to be a food location. So the hanging gardens is interesting. It requires rainfall though. And let me look over here. We were looking in Elysium. It does work if we can get the water level up just 1 step. So maybe we'll try the hanging garden. We don't need it for when we settle the city, so it's not like a rush in that way. And then we get the bacteria spreader, and we can start the heat microbes. Again, we need tons of silicates, tons of titanium, tons of energy. For now, we're just exploring wherever. Elysium, we could expand into this crater. I don't like the layout of it. Let's do a distance scan over here. New crater. This one is objectively worse, but at least the positioning's a little bit better. If I could pump this water, and I could pump that water, we would be really onto something in terms of flooding the planet. Crystal Cave is also interesting. This gives a lot of silicates. It costs 20 happiness to do it, though, because people hate extracting resources from such a beautiful cave. How am I gonna get to this to extract? Like, the distribution center ain't gonna fit, right? I mean, I guess it could. We have the energy production here. No, because I need to put the robots. And I need the silicates. Oh, everything's just so close to being something. Some exploration robots, though, would be lovely. And I want this, but it's like a resource I don't have. Still, you need them for the future. So I don't have enough tritium, silicates. I don't have a lot of everything. If I had a way of getting tritium, I could do this. If I had a way of getting 2 more silicates, I could build the first stage at the base. If I have the energy and stuff to build the robot hub at least, so I can. Right now my hand limit is at like max, right? So I need to do something. Let's come over here. The face of Mars. Oh, it's a pretty cool site, and you can develop it, I guess, into more. The head of Mars, and this provides an extra skill use per turn. That's massive. But it turns out to be real after all. Okay, cool. The face of Mars is like, again, it explains this. There was a photo taken, and the pixelation of the photo made it look like a face of Mars. In reality, it's not a face. But, like, that's kind of cool. That the sci-fi alternate history in this game saying, no, 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 what if it was a face? Wouldn't that be cool? And it is. And it is. Expectations are rising, so we're back into the negatives. Scientist needs a seat, and we can build this cool thing. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Scientist Exploration Center. It buffs rover exploration. It uses the science. It's just perfect. The science seat is coming in sooner rather than later. We have a lot of things that we want and need. Like, that's good. This is good. I can play this to make room. I want to flood the planet. So let's expand to here and here. And 8 power is plenty. So we do that. Then I need titanium so I can make a rover research exploration post. Whatever you want to call it down there. It's going to take 9. And... oh, the big question. Do you build... I think we have to build our mega structure. -1 comfort of living is going to put even more stress on our happiness, but we have more science per turn, which gets us up to 2 influence here, and it's going to give us more technologies faster, which we can use our science on. This is now going to be faster. Everything's better. Everyone's happy. I need silicates, but I also need titanium to get the rover exploration center. And I also need tritium to get the rover exploration center. So I don't know. I'm going to do this for now. Again, we're trading away the science just because we have so much of it. Science, if the place is a city, no, I'll just take the atmosphere. Well, I like this. +2 for every new space project you complete, including this one. It's a great project. The rover exploration center, though, is my strategy right now. So I'm going to take that instead. Because I'm going to get a rover hub here. I'm going to make them go faster. I'm going to do exploration. People are gonna be thinking I'm such a cool guy. And for now, we should be exploring around Elysium. We also need a ton of food. You know, maybe I'm being extremely short-sighted, and I should just be going food, 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 food. At least we're getting food in these little luck drops. You know, speak of the devil. But I need to get to 30 or 25. 25 food. Ah, it's gonna be painful. Something real painful. I think I need to start importing it then. And I also need happiness soon. So that's just a whole thing. Tritium civilization might be nice. Mercury, let's just take that. Space projects. I do like this because solar exploration missions happening twice as fast means that we're gonna get more colony opportunities. So we need to take that. The problem is most of our cards are like rural right now, and I don't have any rural expansion locations unless I'm willing to give up on like my doubling of energy, which I really didn't want to, but maybe I need so many silicates that it makes sense. Provides +1 expansion. I mean, there's only 3 people that live here. Why don't you just do the distribution center? Oh, that's a rural. Adjacent mines provide 2 trade routes, but it provides 2 expansions. Okay. So you put it here. Yeah. Okay. All right, Leo, I believe in you. Transportation hub, and I need the distribution sub here, and then I can still go for the water there. It's gonna work. I can put something down before then. But honestly, I think I just need to sell some of these projects that I'm not doing. Sell you. I don't need a... I mean, I will. I don't need this. Alright. Believe. So then you go here. And now this has a distribution center. +1 to both of these mine productions, right? Or no, +1 trade route for each of those mines. Oh, okay. Again, though, we could go for this large nitrate deposit at one point as well. And this can also go and get the water, which was the initial, like, plan. This is why we're here. Now, how much? We already did this water. So bear with me. 1, 2... Ocean level 1 for the planet. 100 support, because we did some terraforming. I mean, that works out pretty well. None of these are highland plateaus. I almost certainly need to expand here and get this pit mine. Which, I mean, I shouldn't do it right away because they're upset to be commuting so far, even with a bus. I need more food. I can get a new card. I'll take the space project just because I don't have any more project space down here. And Scientist Guide. 2 influence per turn or 2 influence per turn. When constructing a city building or something that costs 40, gain 5 resources back. Get the industrialist into power. Generator HQ build. Electrograd, a power plant city. Found a generator headquarter. That's actually pretty sick. And then you're about life forms and prestige, which will make happiness, but I actually think we go industrialist here. We also don't want to have a dictatorship of science. So, Annabelle, you are in. To build a city, I do need the resources. And I need to explore this location. Also, you're good at finding a lot of resources. First, though, let's get this exploration hub going. And then... how close is... like, I could do this twice in a row and get an industrialist seat. That might be worthwhile. Just slow down my exploration now that I have my, like, rover bot down there. This could work out. This could work out. There could be something to this. I don't know about a faction headquarters. I do know I need some food production at one point, so let's grab that. Trade embargo sounds terrible. as much, and humanist is the faction I'm least invested in. So like, who cares? Every 2 climate zones. I mean, this one's in 3 climate zones. It could be in a 4th. And it would give how much? 2 science per turn? I don't need that. Especially because I already want to go here, which would still be 4 climate zones, but who cares? Screw you. I want to build a city here. I want it to be made into a generator headquarter, and I want to build the resonance station with it. Before then, we are going to bring an industrialist seat into power, which is going to take away an Earth seat, which we like. We're still Earth dependent. What did that do? It gave me this. For free, I can gain 10 power. And then we can talk about you. 10 silicates, 10 more power, new technologies are offered 4 times as fast. That's what we needed. Because that's going to use this 50 science buffer that we have and, like, get some solid value, I think. We can still research a project. I really don't care about these. I can take the robots and sell. Yeah. Alright, so new humanist or industrialist policy. Land grab, food production, or population and robots, terraforming. I really don't like any of these. For 6 rocks in the city. Nah, man. Nah, man. I guess I get rid of this one for now. And there we go. Technology advancements. So when building a city, regional structure, or megastructure that costs 40 resources, gain 10. That does work. Construction regional buildings is cheap, so both of these are fine. House printing. Gain 2 titanium when constructing a building is sick. It's usually too expensive for me to do, but because I have a discount on it and stuff, that's great. 2 support for every new robot. I mean, that's nice. Selling a project provides happiness. Boo. Permanently increase the number of projects per turn. When you increase the amount of projects you can research, your science income is also increased. Nah, dude. Number 1. Big projects, all that stuff. Scientist gets a seat, can trigger a lifeform event. We got 2 seats, they're balanced. I do want a food thing. So regional buildings are cheaper. We get resources back on things that are expensive. We get a life form event. Oh, wow. We'll take the one that has trees and fish in it. Are any of these playable? No climate zones, no climate zones, no climate zone, no climate zone. Now there are water climates, we just haven't gotten to them yet. We're like, we got water on Mars, but we got a seed where we started like across the universe from it. So that's a bit of a challenge. And now I don't have any room for projects again. Oopsie, but I can play this. Every rover center owned by this city gets faster, better, stronger recharge rates. I want to build another rover exploration thing, but that's going to take a second. I need food. That's going to take a second. What are we going to do? We have an explorer option down here. I mean, I can grab science, but who cares about that? I mean, I guess I do. Who knows what we'll find. We found a new climate zone, but no water in it. You know, maybe I should just really make a conceited or concerted effort to get into these climate zones. I probably even have a satellite exploration coming up next turn. Life finds a way. Native Martian bacteria. Yo, what? Terraforming requirements are reversed and represent maximum values tolerated. Cannot be modified. we should do our best to preserve it. It'll die though, right? We need to find the coldest and least oxygen zone possible to make that even worthwhile. And then we're not even terraforming well. But do we have a candidate? Like -3 and -1 is not bad. But is there a -3? Yeah, but only -1. Right, -2, but then 0, -2, and you know, there's not really one that combines the two negative attributes that we want. Okay, in terms of projects, again, I like all of these projects. I hate getting rid of my spreaders, but I guess it makes sense. I can get rid of the landing pads. Man, the music just picked up. And we're trading our titanium away right now. I don't know if I like that. Well, we kind of have to, because we need that food. I need to get a second thing built as soon as I can. Megastructure require 1 population instead of 2. That is something that you could put on the moon and get some value out of. I think that instead, though, we just keep wanting to be served by this. As many exploration centers as we can, even though we can't afford them, right? They cost resources that we just don't have. Oh, we can't get into this zone from here. Okay, then we can. Explore here. And now if I click animals, no suitable climate zone. It needs 1 oxygen. Oh, I thought it just needed water. And you have water but no heat. You have water but no heat. Both of these, neither of these cards work well in that way. Dang it. Still, I can save some card slots by playing the spreaders. But it kind of feels lame to put them down just in random places. Get no value. I want this mine. I want that to be an exploration hub. I could use another exploration hub here. Tritium doesn't actually help me. I need titanium. And there ain't. Well, there's one all the way around here, but that would be terrible to do. We want to do the 1 turn cooldown explorations. So, I guess we get rid of my tuber farm. But yeah, now we can get the city next turn. Plankton, yes, please. Plankton's exactly what we're talking about. We do have a seat for industrialists, so we could do this. Increase the output of adjacent mines by 1 and makes heat. It's probably better to do the bacteria spreader, to be honest, but let's go here. And is this city gonna be, what's it gonna do? Is it gonna just hold as much population as I can? Okay. Then we can make some soil. If I had titanium, there's so many things we'd want to do. But having titanium is just not something that we have. Oh, this is just alive right now. So until the heat goes up, we get to benefit from native Martian life. Okay. We can explore all the way down to here in 1 turn as well, man. Man, the exploring robots are so good right now. I really would like to have more of them. I also want to deploy robots in here so that I can spread out and play my observatory and other things. But we just can't. I mean, this gives us tritium per turn, but again, it costs titanium, the thing that we do not have. So I think we just need to import as much as we can here. Per atmosphere, no, I'll just take the spreader. We talked about this. In fact, I could play the spreader now and just move it. Excuse. this one. And just use it. Get me this. This is gonna make plankton and oxygen. Or plankton is gonna make oxygen and atmosphere. So that's just like a super great get for us. We want to keep finding the biomes with water so that we can deploy the plankton as much as we can. Canyon view, that gives happiness. Again, no, we need this nitrate thing. Cities do not have a faction policy yet. Okay, select a faction policy. Per 2 plant spreaders? Oh my god. Humus per 5 food production. I do want to get that. So, humanist. And then we'll try and get some food production up and running in here. I could be able to pick up more projects by building a development center. And then, yeah, more food. And we're gonna leave a spot here for that, like, adjacency building. Look, a space project to make water is okay. A habitat for people is also cool, but I'd rather have robots. Like, this is really not that good for us. Shipwright doesn't work at all because we don't have adjacency to water. Maybe we will in the future, but for now, we do not. This might be able to find water pretty quickly, though. No, not quite. Explore this one, then. Maybe we can find a way to get into that climate zone. Also, we could build down here. It's a terrible place for temperature, but at least you'd be in a cave. Also, what is the... You could have hanging garden. That's what we were thinking about. If we can get our population up, and then... Yeah, so I need some robots. I even have the robots now. I wanted the titanium for the exploration rovers, though. It's like too many things that I need to do all at once, you know? This is good. That might be good. So, yeah, rover location. Try and cut us a path to get through faster. CO2 glacier. The nuke does terraform very quickly. It does permanently put up radiation in this zone, but that doesn't really matter. We're not at a breakpoint yet, so we should only do it when we're gonna trigger the heat. But then we'll lose the native life, right? Maybe it's in other places. We should scan... We should scan up here with our satellite and get as much titanium and stuff as we can. Tritium, oh man, the rover you see. Again, it just takes resource that I don't have, so I always dismantle it. And there we go, something way up here. It takes 6 energy to get there, but we have the energy. So let's do it. So the robots mean I can spread out. First, I can go here and get this cool observatory. But second, I can go like here, which is a little bit lame, and move the spreader over so that when I get a little bit more titanium, the rover can get built. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to do the spaceport as well, but there's only like a little bit of everything I can do. And I think the exploration is going to matter the most. Space elevator for trading, weather control is cool. The Zeppelin for exploration is really strong. I mean, all of this is strong. I think you take the Zeppelin though. The leader statue is always funny. The food thing is great. Population doubling is good too. So instead of playing a greenhouse farm, we play a 2-food farm here. We really want the adjacency one. We also need just a bit of nitrate for our thing. Let's explore here. I say for our thing, maybe that's not clear to a lot of folks what the hell I'm talking about. We need a little bit so that I can go here and build this mega structure, which gives us 3 food per turn. And now we're up to 7 food per turn. We start getting some influence and humanist. Things just start to work. We even were able to pick up some titanium that turn, so I can get this spot, and now we're going to be able to explore like crazy. We have 3 exploration points that are all automated and like recharging extremely quickly. It's just awesome. It's just freaking awesome. So we're over here. We need to get to the water biomes though. That remains a important thing for our life forms. Again, I would love to spread more of this. I could spread more bacteria, right? The Martian bacteria, but the heat's going to go up soon, right? So the question is, where do we have negative oxygen and negative heat? We have it over here. This is a pretty good spot for this Martian bacteria. Is it worth doing over like a terraforming microbe of some kind? I think it is. Otherwise, the microbe might go extinct, and we'll lose the prestige that it's giving us, which is substantial. And I want at least negative temperature all the way. Yeah. And as much negative oxygen, because oxygen takes a long time to go up. So we'll put that down there. And then we can end turn. Alright. So now we have some new technologies. This project can be played once. When constructing a city building, you get happiness. When producing more food, water, or nitrates, you get happiness. Ocean tiles, animals, increase your silicates. New space projects require 3 less resources to complete. Now this is really nice. The prefab parts of each resource, like these 2 things I thought were very obvious. Happiness for buildings, happiness for food and water, whatever. Great. Get some happiness, be fine. The fact that this gives us happiness as well, and also gives us the cheaper space projects, I think you gotta do the prefabs. Again, we have a lot of science stuff, so we just do that. It's only for new projects, unfortunately, but that's fine. Every rover owned by the city recharges 1 turn faster. I mean, that would be really good in the Arcia base. If I could give up on this energy production, it becomes better and better and better, and I just do energy production in other cities. That's possible. Every mine owned by the city, it costs too much titanium. Yeah, I don't know. This is all interesting. Giving up 1 energy production to build this and get even faster rover exploration, I think is just insanely good. Yeah, it immediately gave me more search things, and like I can go really far for 1 turn of recharge. Like this is the fastest I will have ever like explored a planet having played this game. This is an insane combo. It's just like it's doubling the speed. Usually you're always losing like 2-3 turns. The fact that it's 1 turn per scan every time all the time is just, it's a bit insane. This is finally a moment though for us to go and get this pit mine. We should do that. And then what? I still want titanium and stuff, but I need to start finishing some of these projects. The water doesn't really give us much. The tritium production is strong, especially if I can find some titanium and other things. Do that up here. Now I can find this zone a lot faster. The only other thing to think about is whether or not I want to do robots. But no, I think you gotta do the projects that don't take so much energy. Trade resources for energy, and then try and get a spaceport. This isn't close enough for us to lobby the industrialist enough, which is too bad. I can pick up a horse. It's unlikely to be playable, but it's fine. No, I'm not sure about any of these. I do need the food synergy building, though. Let's scan. Again, I was trying to get down to this water location. Even if it takes an extra turn, let's find more native Mars. Yo, we did it. We found 3 of them, right? Which gives us the second bonus. That's, again, helping with the happiness. Let's try and get up this way to try and connect up. And then a distance scan. This zone looks like it has water to me. Cool. Also, the heat's about to go up. Where did we find that life? Is there a way of doing the filter? There's like life down here that isn't going to die when the heat comes up because we put it there. There's life here, which isn't going to die. But there is life over there that is going to die. So, whether or not we nuke the poles or not is an open question. 20 more nitrates and this can spread plants, which is an interesting thing. For now, we just need the power to get the spaceport. Oh, also I didn't do this exploration. I could lobby, but I think exploring is just so OP. Just always be exploring. We could get more energy on a highland plateau. There actually isn't. Well, there is one up here. We can't even get to it. But sure, 2 energy production is interesting. We could even buy it now. Again, it uses silicates, which I needed for such a long time, but now that I actually have enough for the resonance station, I'm like deconstructing that stuff. So for now, we'll put this here. But if I can expand a little bit more, it'd be great. You're an animal lady. I don't really care for that. You're a large megastructure person. Yes, please. Resource management. I mean, that's also really interesting. Efficient building, atmosphere. I mean, this guy, cool, humanist. I always deal with the criminals. I hate -2 global comfort of living. Like, that seems crazy to me. So we don't do that. We have water, so this works. We do not have a lot of power. All buildings cost 2 less resources in cities this turn. So we do that. We come in here. We have to burn our power, but then we can get some happiness, some more people in. And then the question is, like, am I gonna build like a greenhouse farm just because? And while I wait for a synergy building? Which I have here, but instead of doing that, I could always upgrade this. Oh, but you need 2 rainfall. Okay. So this one requires 20. Pretty expensive, but worth doing. The only reason I said it's pretty expensive is because you actually have the resource management thing. It costs 20 science, so we save science for doing this with the nitrates, but damn. Damn. How much food are we producing here? 2, 3, 2 is 7, 10, 11. That's a lot. That's a lot of food. All in that one city. It's the breadbasket of our empire. So yeah, I mean, that was a really good turn for a discount. If I had more resources, I'd be building rural buildings. I could take a -3 happiness penalty to move this energy power thing up to there, which I think makes sense. Megastructures are proposed twice as often. That's almost certainly worthwhile for us, just because we need those points. Here you can see we need 38 points and to build the 3 stages of our interstellar colony ship, and right now we're getting seats in the government, we are getting megastructure pieces, and eventually we need to get the like celestial development, which we have not started on at all. So we have a lot to do. We don't care about that. The mandate Strip mining. I don't know if I like strip mining. More titanium could be helpful. I'll do that one. Venus heat per turn is good for terraforming. Negative happiness, though, is something I'm afraid of. Io is good for resources, lots of silicates. Let's try it. Again, we have to actually colonize them before we get any benefit, which is just not happening. 2 comfort of living to adjacent cities. Some power production. Sure. None of those really matter to me. I need energy. So badly. It's like the only thing I need. Why is this so expensive? Double the power cost because I get the 10 atmosphere. Resource management would normally make sense, but I just got this. So yeah, we just keep exploring close locations. You could have 2 cities be adjacent to each other by going here and here and building the humanist center in between. The city would be really crummy, but maybe that's okay. Housing and science. I guess that's okay. That plus the school goes pretty hard. I think I'm just gonna try discounting everything again, but I kind of need to break rocks, you know, to get anything. So I'm looking at these exploration options, and I'm really trying to focus on if I get an energy rebate. And like, there's very little energy rebate on this map. Like, it's just a non-starter. You can go for a huge tritium spot though, but I actually need like titanium more than that. Go here. No, nothing interesting. Go next door. Yeah, a lot of not interesting situations here. Getting a spaceport next door feels good. I mean, look, let's make everything efficient first. Then we come in here. And I need all my energy to break rocks. And the school doesn't even fit. Alright, so you go here, school for +6. Or thing for 6. Then I could just play the school though for the science production. Put the school all the way out here. I don't know why I care about the science production, but like, you could just do it. And then we could end up with like a skyscraper or something in between these 2 happiness buildings, even if it's just a habitation module. That's fine. You're getting so much food now, right? So I think that you want to expand to this. And then put a happiness location, and then we could expand here. Get some science, get some food, get some titanium. I don't know. Lots of choices. What's the mega structure? The Zeppelin? Bad spot for the Zeppelin. We don't care about that. Some trade routes are not being used. Okay. Yeah, I just don't have that much energy, but sure, we can keep trading things away. Expectations are increasing. I mean, look, I really do like this project for a satellite more than the others. I like schools in general, but I need to settle a new location before that matters. Again, these scans are freaking awesome. These scans are awesome. Then we go down to the poles and we nuke it. Oh, yeah, we're gonna lose some happiness from the native bacteria dying, but that's gonna happen regardless. Maker of worlds, baby. So that works out. We do not have a humanist seat yet, so we can't do this. I really don't want to be exploring, but I also don't need resource management. Like, there's nothing really for me to be doing. Just explore the closest places to limit our energy spend. Flat Plains has no protection against the atmosphere. So it's not great. This is, whoa, a democratic parliament. Ooh. Too big for my britches. Okay, let's think about this. By think about this, I mean just start exploring whatever's nearby. More native life. Once again, we got to the next breakpoint. So, great. Flat plains or flat plains. The reason I wanted this one is because I was planning to build the humanist quality of life thing beside it. So, we just got the atmosphere up. So it kind of works. Found city. Per landmark, per plant spreader. I guess scientist, but it's really a crap thing. And the triples here, here, and here do not work with housing very well. But this gives +1 to science, so if I put this here, we get the 2 science, and at least this is a positive thing now. Should we do this all next turn, though? Actually? We can get a discount on it. Who cares? It's one thing. Okay, so that is going to be a humanist quality of life. This is going to be a spaceport. I don't actually have something for that. It could be an observation post, but unless it's on a highland, I don't really care. I mean, we'll grab whatever. So this is being built at 1 per turn. If I do this... Where's the... Oh, I only have 1 space route right now? They've all just been bonus space routes all game? No wonder I'm building things so slowly. I did not realize I had so little space capacity. So we just need the spaceport. It's just a must. You know, sure, whatever. No power to be found. Big scan, get some more heat and atmosphere. Another glacier up here. Sure, drop another nuke. Nuke both poles, baby. Let's go. And then... Can I explore something for cheap? For really cheap. Cheaper. Cheaper. Cheap. No. Just can't be done. Mountain home, though, you could get like a plus to power, science, or food. So I should do that. 22 science goes here. And then if I boost a food production in here, we're good to go. We need a lot of water for it, but whatever. Then I can build my spaceport colony here. I really want that. Just won't happen. That means that I should be able to build this in way less time. Science Center, technology's twice as fast. That is almost certainly what we're gonna do. Oh, what? Our new projects have been... Event 73, option 1. Okay. Get consumer good production. Or gain 25 support per turn and 25 support per turn. This is better. And there's 2 of them, and I have the science. So that alone, we just have the most luxurious high-tech resources. So everyone's happy. And we keep exploring like crazy into all the climates, all the ways. You're kind of everywhere. We still don't have a seat. We will in 4 turns. We aren't getting any industrialist stuff because our leader isn't an industrialist person. No food production. Keep doing the cheapest little scans we can. I'd like the bus. I like the food. In fact, this food, I can take it to the mountain home and get 3 food production out of it. This mine, I can do. Put some science out here. Oh, but I need power for the android hub. So power production, we're really not using, and then again we have all these spreaders. But are we really using them? I guess we don't need the port because we're just not near anything. Cacti or polar bear, neither of those are likely to happen anytime soon. The factory helps with the terraforming. Ecology helps with the planet. And building in like a flat plains. Because you're fully protected from radiation, right? Yeah, I don't know. I like that there's many stages. This is almost way better though, just because it's so cheap. Universal factory. So enable this. That means that we have room to pick up new space projects. Oh, what do you need? What do you need? 8 power, 8 silicates. I don't think I can get power, bro. Like if I just zoom around the outside of my map here, we're never offered a resource hint on power. It just did not. It's not a thing. So we can go to the smiley faces and hope. Because they have events that are a little different. Does this count? Efficient construction? It does! Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh, so you could have it. You have 3 population. I'd rather just put a population here in the future. So you could have it. But I can't build it here because you don't have enough robots or population. I could add a population to the mountain home. Cool. And then we block. You could expand and get another spaceport, which would be cool. But honestly, we averted a crisis, so that feels okay. I wish I had silicate production, because apparently silicates are important to us. Certainly we want more projects. I don't know about, like this train here could solve a lot of this one's problems as well and give us more locations to capture. Oh, I don't know, but I want a satellite. I guess if we just do all this exporting, we can bring in energy for a turn, and even maybe put in just one resource. One into each. Yeah. Yeah. We do need more colonies. We need to get them started. And maybe getting some political influence would be good too. Having increasing the rain climate zone though actually would make Electrograd able to upgrade its climate zone. Yeah, so maybe I do need to build this train station in there. There's a lot of potentials. Per 2 trade routes provided by resources. I don't know, man. Per high locations. I kind of just like the land one, but whatever. We can do that. What do you need to be happy? 2 plant spreaders? Yeah, I don't know about that, Jimmy. I don't know about that. I do want silicates, so explore up there. We could just make things cheaper once again with efficient. Feels weird to do it every turn. You put down another management building. It's kind of like nothing. I think you just do nothing. I think you get like 10 support for doing nothing. We put another spaceship down. We use that to build this twice as fast. And this goes on water, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about this. Rural community. And then if I skip, I get 15 support. Yeah, I just don't have the energy for this guy. Leap deer. Yeah, man, we like technology. 16 into space projects is a great upgrade. In all owned locations. Aquifer per free. Okay, whatever. I don't really care about any of those. I like this and I like that. And I do not lie. The problem is this just takes too much energy. But it uses science instead of silicates, so like you win some, you lose some. It's probably still worth grabbing just for that reason. But it is hard to say. Huge, gigantic deposit there. We have 23 water, so we could put down some water here. Again, I guess I just take efficient building again. Put this here. If I'm not going to be putting a lot of population in here, it should have robots. Mr. Roboto. And this is a good turn to build them. And yeah, then we're just waiting for that seat, which will go here, and everyone will be happy. The fact that this thing can connect to more places is kind of a waste, but if I had more silicates, I could build an observatory there, which would probably be worth the happiness penalty. I could even build this robot home. So maybe I don't need a bus in here, because a robot home is freaking awesome. And that gives us even more connectivity. Oh, whoa, we just had a huge negative thing happen. Ocean mines are better and ambitious. Celestial bodies can be gone up an additional level. Definitely. Definitely you. Humanist seat, it's the first one. So, we're doing a good job. We're gonna lose a trade route from Earth soon, but I guess that's okay. 2 turns away now on some stuff. What do I like? These are how easy to fix? Silicates. energy, which I don't have. How many buildings got damaged? Silicates, water. Yeah, I mean, we have positive like happiness, so I don't need to spend the resources to make all these fixes, but you know, would work. I can't believe that this observatory, it's an action to play it, or I could do this one. Both have interest. Both are interesting, rather. Yeah, I don't know. Getting 2 explorations over here feels like a waste because that's where my rover hubs are. So I guess this is a good turn to have this person build something. But again, there's no highland plateaus. I guess we do this negative happiness, negative, and then a little bit of happiness there. I could get rid of this energy production to get another trade route. The problem is that I really need that power. Perhaps I just move it? I take a negative over here or something? 5 turns kind of hurts, but this one is 1 turn away from some good stuff. And then, yeah, we just trade even more excess resources. Again, we're just trading it for power, but I actually think that works out for us because we need the trading capacity to build things in space soon. So that's gonna work out. Pick another thing. We need to build... Oh, wow, the AI guy. This guy is insane because you can keep making him make your exploration things recharge, and then you get like 4 explorations for free per turn. Like this is like the insanely strong AI robot. Like I don't know how you increase your science production for every science. You just got to give it to the AI, man. I don't know. We got this last time, and he just took over our run. But you know, you gotta accept sometimes that the robot AI governor has your best interest in mind. Which I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Let's do this. Let's do that. What's this do? Extract a water. You must have already expanded. Oh, I didn't think you had to expand to the location. Lame. So if I can get energy and silicates, I can build a supercomputer and have even more actions per turn. Which is really what I want to do. We want as many bacteria as possible to put up the oxygen, which is going to happen. Yeah, reset all my scanners. Like, this is insane. And because of all the bonuses, we can get all the way up to there in like 2 turns, you know? And then next turn, reset it. 4 turns, get some ocean. We have, because we invested in like an automated rover strategy with some satellites on top, like Governor RDC, Governdusa is just the best, you know, just incredible. Now we do we have what we need to fix this? 4 science and 2 silicates? Sure. Then this one. 5 silicates, I don't know about that. Power and tritium, sure. Now that we're not using power to trade, though, we can, like, start on other projects. It's possible. We do still want power, is the problem. But, native bacteria is gonna die again. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen, bro. What is this? A genetic modification makes the life form easier to do. A reform population. I mean, these are pretty good cards. I just don't have the room. Reduce provides an apply reduces. the heat requirement of a life form by 1. Now you need to do that on, like, my plants. And then having more science and productions and this using stuff, you know, that just works. Alright, luxury technologies again. And every time we get those, we get more science production as well now. Which is interesting. The skyscraper is what I wanted in here at one point, but then I put in a robot thing. I could still build a skyscraper in here. And then this would give me a lot of... I mean, all these things are giving me a lot of good things, but... I think I played this one first, because getting to modify, you know... Heat's about to go to level... No, it's at level 1. So we should make one of these tree things better or easier to play. They kind of look like they're both alpine forests to me. Like the game kind of broke and gave us the same tree twice. But whatever. And it actually modifies both, so it's just a double thing. Enable. So we can get silicate production, which we need. We can get happiness. We can get mercury stuff. I mean, we picked these forever ago. So we should be looking to get a colony onto this planet next, is what the game is telling me, because I need to start doing my mega projects up there. I can do phase 1 of the mega project. That is interesting. We can think about it. Is there water for you to expand to? No. Is there water for you to expand to? No. You want what? Plant spreaders? Plant spreaders. So you go here, you get a plant spreader, and the alpine forest goes there. Everyone's happy. Event to resolve. Okay, new planet, nitrates, ocean, or titanium. Cool. Now that we have a colony here, we can sell 50 science to get the colony to develop, which is also an interesting proposition. I don't know that that's what we want to do. I just want to bring in some silicates. Let's keep our exploration going. Again, the fact that I'm just recharging these instantly is insane. And if I could get more silicates in power, I could do it even more. It's cool. Boreal rainforest, 12 prestige, or coral. I really like the coral. Especially if I get the heat requirement down. For now, the boreal forest is probably better, but know that I like both. Look at this! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Minus 1 comfort of living, but a ton of terraforming on a resource that I actually have. Crazy! Look at this exploration, man! Holy, are we actually going to do the whole planet? I don't think I've ever done the whole planet. More Mars life, but it's just barely holding on. Power, silicates, all that stuff. 17 science per turn. If you have enough population, you get more leaders proposed. But now I have the AI to run my run my civilization, so I don't think I need leaders. We can get more projects proposed though by playing you. We could get more happiness. Yeah, no. Just keep exploring. Just reset the cooldown on my rovers, please. And I will continue to be rich with free pickups. Okay. What about now? I mean, I really could do this. You kind of need to settle a new city first, though. Like, pick a city that's in a warm climate. Lava tube here. Found it. Trade routes, landmarks, or animal spreaders. Sure. Animal spreaders are easy. And then I don't actually care about this city. All I want to do is make it a home for nitrous gas. So, yeah. I'd still like to shove it into a corner, though. You know, this could have had positive viewpoints, actually. Instead of going for the spreader. Oh. No. Undo again. Undo again. Can I... Why... What? Okay, dude. I'm a little upset that I can't undo the selection of the policy, but I'm locked into settling the city. It's kind of annoying. But whatever. We'll do this. I'm gonna save the energy after all. Put that over there. I could get a bunch of new tiles for this city and lose the negative penalty. That could get us all the way up to this gigantic mine, but I wouldn't have the power to build it. So debatably just not worth. Yeah. Another robot, more happiness. I mean, not too worried about any of that. I do like this because it uses my science. Who needs comfort? You guys already have one. You don't have room for it. You don't have room for it. So New Dakar, welcome to being the new police state. To stop the mafia. Then we want this to go in. Yeah. One more of you gets us to the happiness breakpoint. Could we... I don't really need anything in particular, so I'm just scanning kind of semi-randomly. Do this again. Short scans, please. Some of this stuff is apparently hard to get to with our rover, so we'll scan where we can. This is about to finish. 40 ocean is a lot of ocean, but it's not the end-all be-all. Bacteria spreader. I mean, this one actually does terraforming for oxygen and atmosphere. These bacteria, though, could be fine for just doing atmosphere. It's a little bit more overall, but it's only atmosphere, but I think that works out. Also, we're going to lose a bunch of life forms once the oxygen or heat goes up one more time. So, terraform those metrics doesn't seem like the highest of priorities. Okay. So, water coming in. And then if I take another water mission, that will get us to the next breakpoint. So let's do that. That'll be done in 2 turns. This one will be done next turn. We continue the exploration of everything on this planet because we are the super AI. Maybe we do want a different leader just because the AI is like, we're gonna be out of exploration to do very soon. We can have the robots rise up and get more seats for their independence. After playing the next project, get 50% back. We could do that on like something big, like a Hyperloop. But for now, I'm just really not thinking about it. Just keep scanning. Keep scanning. Cool ocean spot. This gigantic mine would be cool. I don't have water for it, but it would be cool. This spot in here, I do have enough silicates right now. This would be a lot of happiness. So it's expensive. It'll probably slow down other projects, but I'm okay with that. What we really need to do is get some capacity to trade with space. Oh, this project actually goes hard with Governor AI. Every action you can take, which you can develop with the AI to be stronger, gives you comfort of life in a city, and that is awesome. Usually you have to become a dictator to do it, but we are just cool. What are we exporting? Not silicates. We are exporting nitrates. We are exporting, can export a lot of titanium, so let's do that. So this is done soon. Maybe like 1 2 1 2, and we can export some titanium to keep bringing in those silicates. More science to make happiness projects. I mean, like high-tech luxuries 1 2 3 4 times. Yeah, that is kind of insane. I do have more locations. I don't need to put this beside a city, so we can put it there. So that's fine. That's fine. Governor AI again. Scanning. It does certainly become a bit repetitive on the backside of the game, where you're just kind of mopping up. The strategic decisions don't matter as much, it wouldn't seem. So, anyway, we're getting there. These are all happening. What we need to do very soon, and I guess I still have trades left, so we can do that. What I need to do really soon is get a planet up on the how do I say this? I need to settle Phobos or Deimos so that I can start the mega project of doing the actual winning objective, the Interstellar space colony ship, which is what we're trying to do right now. Protesters taking to the street and make demands. Not enough. History is repeating. Push against unpopular government policies. We can give them what they want and place a scientist seat, or +1 leader use this turn. I think you just take the leader stuff. Core drilling, don't care about whether this park is kind of cool. It does require heat, water, and oxygen later, but like that's fine. Food and water, we can pay that. 12 food, we can pay that. Yeah. Fixing these is annoying, but we can do it. +3 support for all the things. More scanning is incredibly potent for us. I really wanted to switch up what we were doing and go and colonize one of those moons, but if I'm gonna be offered another space project to get more scanning, again, maybe we have too much scanning just because of the leader that we are, but this feels pretty good. Oh, look, an energy pickup. We actually found one. Um, where are we going to build that central park? In a zone that has heat, water, and oxygen. That is like not something that exists. Water, heat, but no oxygen. I mean, this will come up at one point. Xanthi. We should try and build a city in Xanthi. For now, I mean, I could just build a crater out here. Could I? Would I? Should I? There's a bunch of unexplored planet back here. So it's like, if I were to settle a colony near here, and I could get the Zeppelin going, you know? So we can do that, and this. And then, that's a tritium mine. Humanist. Landmarks. Sure. And then, a robot station. I have no power, but I can build the Zeppelin. And now the Zeppelin can explore really fast. And now, basically, I think the exploration's gonna be done. Let's be honest. What does this need? Natural heritage. And what do you need? Per landmark location providing support. Or otherwise. Heritage. Okay. The one Electrograd here, you can spread plans now. And we should spread them where we have people if we can, which we can't, so next door is fine. You need water, right, for this thing? Okay, you're fixed. I can put another spreader. Oxygen, sure. There's technically water in this zone. What do you know? Okay. What are you thinking? The factory. What about the Central Park? You could get the Central Park. Do you have... You're cold though, right? Yeah, you're -1 temperature. And -1 water. So that's not gonna work. I don't know why I would want to give you the robot hub. Unless I gave you the Hyperloop, and then you could explore fast or far. You could expand, rather. But, yeah, for now, it doesn't really matter. I need to keep importing silicates. I don't know why. No, I need to keep importing some energy. Bird's Paradise or Clownfish, sure, whatever. More scanning. Again, I need to build that colony up in the space, you know? I need to build a space colony. I can't only get... Oh, actually, you know what? I build this. One sec. This is a increase the development of that celestial body 1 extra if it's further away from the sun than Mars. So Mars is here. So I can get 2 steps into oceans, into Ios. Yeah, okay. Do it here. Boom, boom. We get a bunch of silicates. We can still trade away science and get the last silicate bonus. Yeah, gee, I don't know, man. I don't know. What do we want to be doing? Because, like, these satellites are so cool. But again, I genuinely think I'm about to explore the whole planet. I mean, there's all this still. Maybe I'm overreacting. But, like, what I need to do, like, and maybe it will help me if I just click this. I need to start founding the city of Phobos. And That's going to take some time to do. I have 6 trade routes available. I could have 8 trade routes available. So that'll take 2 turns to do, and then maybe you sink some resources in here and just start ticking up slowly. Again, it just feels weak, but like, it certainly is what we're doing. Scan, scan, scan. Finally, we're getting to the point where our exploration is like a handful of turns away. Which isn't good, it just is. Restart a volcano for a bunch of atmosphere. We have the resources, so let's do that. Then you take a single turn to get there. Satellite there. We're just so resource rich because we're doing a good job of exploring around and finding everything. What, how's our government looking? It really should have more humanist seats. So this is a humanist location. It should become a happy place in the future. For now, we can do that. And hopefully these locations beside it are happy things. That would be good. Comfort of living, fine. Per population, per 4 dike levels, per bacteria, you know, whatever. I don't really care for those. Sure, repair. This is coming up soon. So where did that city go? My humanist city. So you explore this. This is a happy place. We should expand to it and build it. You are now getting influence. Let's go. Do we have housing? No. We do have this though. That's more happiness. What is this? Self-driving taxis. Okay. We can keep buying these science things. We can make another happiness structure. Does that mean that we're at 3 out of 2 there? I'm not sure. We need power for this eventually. But we actually have power on the map now, which is cool. What about doing more exploration instead of less? And we just do the cheapest ones we can find. And again, keeping it cheap. Flat plains. Unfortunately, it's just another settlement location. I was hoping for a happiness location. Trade routes are not all being used. So now we can up our trade. And that works out. Are any of these highland plateaus? No. Black sand dunes convert to silicates. Who cares? This geothermal spot is pretty cool. This is a highland. Open a leader panel. I think we, again, even though these people are cool, right? Give specializations for democracy and food production. No. We just feedback loop it. Venus for heat, atmosphere, or titanium. This provides water if you keep going through a series, so we'll just do that. Space project. This is a good space project. We need more colonies in space to keep everything happy. Housing that doesn't require as much food. It requires science instead. I don't know if that's actually good or not anymore. At one point that was awesome. But now we actually make 17 food per turn, which is a little a little bit crazy. Uh-huh. +2 influence for the faction that controls the city. Where's this humanist place? There you go. The railroad. I've been working on the railroad. Yes. I can't fit you here without destroying a rock, and that's a problem. What is this? 15 support per turn is the difference. It's not that important. What about you guys? Do you guys have mega projects that matter? No, again, Universal Factory, you could just do it, but who cares? I mean, just as easily, though, we could put it in another city. Wait, isn't there, like, some small science city? Like, you could become... Oh, but you don't have the population for it. Understood. Alright, exploration, exploration. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. This place, we want to expand to here. Get a viewpoint. Yeah, we keep spreading this out. I mean, I could settle a new city here. But I don't know. Train station. I do like a train station. I like this, but I can't actually build it because I need to get onto the water for that. Ooh, that's actually good too. So can I get that train station? No, because I don't have enough power. Can I find power? I've got a little bit of power. Can I find more power? A lot of resource hints on the planet. But they are kind of evaporating. So I guess we did a good job with our investment into scanning. With this 50 titanium. That's kind of crazy, man. I could save it. I could discount it by 50. But I actually don't, like, feel the need to do that. The next project gets 50% of the resources back. You know what? Sure. Let's do it. So this place has comfort of living, and if I build up my robot to be stronger, it will be more and more and more. And sure, while we're here... I mean, actually, I was thinking about making that other place a robotic hub. Which I could do. That. And then I could even build this. And then I could, if I had power, do more terraforming here. Okay. I mean, that's interesting. Viewpoint tower, guided tours. You need animal spreaders. Here's an animal spreader. All I can get is some fish, but that's okay. Can I get a second animal spreader? I guess I'll have to be offered it. I can expand to this, though, and finally play that. Electrograd. I'm just questioning whether I should... Doesn't the rainfall need to be higher for this to upgrade? But then it can spread plants 3 times, which is kind of crazy, but I don't actually need that, do I? I could take this over And then that gives you a spot. And then that gives this a spot. And then I can upgrade it. Again, we're just getting points here. We're at 15 out of 38 points for the last stage. We do have enough for the first stage and almost the second stage. But we need to, like... we need to get going. This can replace, yeah? Okay. And then 14, 10 turns. More biodiversity, baby. Bacteria's gonna die. I mean, look, man, the native Martian bacteria cannot survive. I'm sorry. It's just not a thing. I really want energy projects. I feel like a crazy person, like, waiting for energy projects to come by. But that's just not happening. Scan. I mean, I could upgrade this one just for the happiness, though, but I have like 4,000 happiness. The happiness is not a problem. It's the lack of building things in space. So even if this isn't on a highland plateau, find me more colonies. You know, bus stations and stuff, fine. One sec. What's this? Perhaps the leader is not saluted. No. We don't negotiate with violent mobs. Strike them down. The scientists are trying to have a revolution to bring in a life form person, but I'm saying no. So this here gives us +1 development if we're putting it on a colony that is back closer to the sun. Keeps them cold. So, 1 tritium per turn. Solar panels. Nice. Solar panels plus more if it's on a highland plateau. Do we have... we have buses. Is there a highland plateau over here? No, but yes, but that's far, but here. Okay. Wow, damage. 25 titanium. That is an insanely bad roll. So this hyperloop and stuff is almost certainly the better one to do. It costs 1 more energy than I have, which is painful. Yeah. You can do a lot of exploration this turn, though. Like, a lot. What's tricky is I don't think we're gonna have enough. I still don't think we're gonna find power. Right, reset it again. I have so many resources that, like, this is kind of fine. Like, we can sustain this level of exploration. Like, unlike other leaders, like, you need to spend power to go and explore, right? We just reset, like, 7 automated exploration robots per turn, and they just give us an insane amount of reach. Right? We're, like, literally exploring the whole planet because we got a cool rover set up this turn, or this game. But yeah, we did not find a power, which annoys me. Do you have a highland plateau? You do. So you get the bus. And then we play this. Mountain Home still has a slot. I mean, it even has a slot for the Central Park, but again, the Central Park is so cheap and cool, but, like, we don't have the temperature, you know? Like, this is not a place for it. This place here is negative. New Dakar could have been it, I guess. I didn't think about it that way, because I wasn't thinking I was going to build out the population here. Oh, it's a whole thing, isn't it? And let's make sure that the food keeps going into space. And... oh, I I got an extra thing. Interesting. Does this tell me how much these are worth? Like, I don't actually know the population of my different cities. This one has a lot of robots, though. So that'll get us a new seat. And we can boot out some influence from Earth. Cool, cool. What is this? Industrial Harbor. Coastal, lets you expand, and does big mining. Cool, cool. Yeah, I don't know that any of these really matter. Again, my resource production is just so high. My happiness production is so high. Everything is so happy that it's hard to justify anything. What do you need to be happy? Locations. So I should go there. 50% of the resources back after playing something. And then a viewpoint. Sure. And then I go up to this one and I get a spa. And if I had a zone that had a lot of oxygen, I could make that fairground. But, I mean, 1 oxygen, I guess. This one also has 1 oxygen, though. So, like, there. It costs a lot of power. I probably shouldn't have done that. I do not want a new leader. The harbor is interesting as well. That's what I was thinking about putting here, but then the mandate wanted us to have happiness, which we got. Oh, so I need to pick up more like robot cards. Also, where the hell am I exploring to? Over here. Okay. Explored. I mean, it's really not much dark side of the planet left here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Doubles the resource production or a ton of happiness. I mean, I think the resources is fine. More colony stuff. More faction influence. That really works out on this planet here. I don't care about the food here at all, so I'm going to cover this. I'm going to build a base. So, Industrialist Moon Base. Influence for the faction goes up by 3. We should do that with an Industrialist, probably. Can be applied. I mean, Phobos City. Select. Put this here. And then Megastructure. You get the Interstellar. Now, this takes a lot of silicates. Okay. We could make it this a very happy city. It probably just needs robots. More than anything. Just needs robots. So let's make sure this is gonna finish in 1 turn. I could almost finish this in a turn. Yeah, okay. It's happening. It's just slowly happening. I don't know that I need to even finish this satellite project, but it's there. We started it. Whatever. Where's this little new Dakar? You can have robot taxis. Actually, before I do that, let's get 50% back on it. And then animal life, a little bit more fish. Exploration. And even though I have all these like broken buildings, I still have hundreds of positive influence here. I would like you to have a spaceport beside you, but it doesn't quite work. You have an expansion, but it also doesn't really matter. You could expand out to the sea. with the harbor. Hard to say that that's even worth it, but you know, you can go here, you can build the harbor, you can connect to there, you could get some food. I mean, that all makes sense. You have a bunch of negative happiness stuff, but who cares about negative happiness? Who gives a hoot? An Earth seat or a trade embargo? I'll give the Earth people a seat. And Venus, no. Nitrates, no. Atmosphere, boo, boo, boo. This one at least gives support. I guess I have the most scientist support, I think, or do I have the most humanist now? Way humanist. I've gone all the way overboard in humanist. So for the seats, we take out a humanist seat, and that's fine. Okay, where can I explore? Isn't it all up in here? Yeah. Explore you. Explore you. Explore you. Explore you. Done. The Hyperloop is available. What do you need to be happy? Plant spreaders. We get animal spreaders. We get some robots. We have 1 billion food. I think you just need to keep settling new cities. What are the next policies coming up here? Don't I get to see? This. So highland plateaus or trade routes provided. So if I can get a city built that has a lot of mine potential beside it, you know, I'm thinking like you could mine both these things, but the city, like, it needs to be adjacent to 2 mines and the city. So like here, you can mine these 2 things. So found a city, export stuff from AI Town. AI Town, wouldn't it? I would not want to live in AI Town. That sounds terrible. We burn some of this. We get half off of something we're gonna build. It's gonna be the robots. The AI Town. We connect these up, and we get a mine, and we get a mine, and then this has +1 influence. Wow, incredible. That's so underwhelming. This one though, you wanted animal spreaders. And again, we can just put fish all over the place. We can spread crappy trees all over the place. I mean, it's come together. Then we need to import more silicates. Export whatever's needed, and then if we can export things that develop our colonies, that would be ideal. So like this will develop Io, this will develop Saturn. That's fine. And we need to pull in 1 more. Okay. Elephants, whales. Sure. Plant spreader, more trading. This one here is just 1 level, so we can start a new city. Export things that we're exporting, you know? Sure, whatever. Phobos City, you're cool. I'm gonna need to build robots on you at one point, so that you can do all the things that you need to do. But for now, we are chillin'. 1 less heat requirement on a cactus would be cool. I don't know if anywhere has 2 oxygen for the horses. The cactus is like pretty cool. It doesn't make any oxygen though. Still doesn't need any water. Cool. Yeah, I mean, like, we're doing a lot here. Did we just make a city? Where's AI Town? You also get the secret police in your AI Town. Thank me later. You're getting -2. The face of Mars! I forgot about the face of Mars. So I don't care about this energy production then, because I definitely want to save the face of Mars. So this goes here. That now means you have influence for science. So now science is at +9. That's pretty respectable. Another cacti. I mean, there you go, man. Look at that. We are the ones. Robot rights, too. Yeah. Let's get those. 50 humanist influence. Okay. I don't know if that keeps counting, right? Seats acquired by Martian factions. So we only have 5, but it counts as 7. So we can get more than 8. You just need to keep them going. So, I mean, I don't know if we're going to make it. We need to do a lot of colony development. We need to do... I feel like that's the one thing we can spam. The megastructure development will come soon after. But like colony development, that's a priority. We could get more... Like, this doesn't really matter to me. And it costs a lot of energy. So we could dial this back. And then 3 and 3 gets this done very quickly. I guess I have too much. So I can pull in an extra. One more cactus gets us to a breakpoint. But, whatever, I guess sure, boom. Though that had 2 water, so maybe that was a good spot to keep. Adopt as a pet. We have animals. We could adopt fish. Seems dumb. To adopt a pet. Like, you want to play it once, and then you want to adopt it. You could adopt horses, you know, and then try and upgrade your way to elephants. Hard to say. If that's gonna be cool. What do I need for this frickin' space project? The first one. New megastructures come twice as often. New exploration comes twice as often. You need 2 population or robots. I don't have those things. Mountain home, though, you can give me more... Oh, you can only have once per city. Okay. You can give me more options. And do you want... Who wants animal spreaders? I think it's new Daka. Daka. Yeah. But I think it needs to be at a breakpoint of 2 more, so... So whatever. I think we're gonna finish exploration now. I keep saying that, and then it keeps not being true. We must be close, though. I think it's like just this. Alright. Small colony. Happiness on Saturn, I guess? Settlement outpost. Outpost opens up a new thing. Alright. Space resources. Don't care about dikes. Safari. Space elevator. Arcology. The arcology I can build super fast. If I have oxygen, this is cool. No robots, right? Just people? Okay. The people, though, can move into Phobos City. And they could have a city mine. These produce water? Don't know if I care about that. Alright, colony ship built. First stage done. Second stage, we have enough points to do it. What does it cost? Titanium and energy. Things that we are trying to get more of. Where can I build an arcology base? Probably like a flat plain somewhere, so I don't have to worry about rock. Somewhere that I don't have anything already. What's in here? You. I didn't explore this yet. Gosh darn. Okay, well, I didn't mean to explore even faster when I already feel like I've finished, but I found a place I wanted to settle, and it's like one of the few places left on the universe that I didn't scan. Alright, where? A couple in here. I mean, game, tell me, where is it? When you're about to scan the whole planet, where do you look? There was one random, that was just floating out there somewhere. Is there like a way to find it? Like research? They just see a list. Look at all this infrastructure, man. Oh, I definitely saw it up here. But who knows? Maybe my orientation was all messed up and I was actually down here. I didn't get an achievement. I was expecting to get an achievement. Okay, this is the one I wanted. Found a city. I mean, again, I could make a big space city. There is a lot of highland plateau around here. The city itself is one. Maybe I do want to do this one instead so I can get that highland plateau. AI base. Just says AI base again. Okay, I really wanted this to be discounted, so maybe I wait till next turn to do it. Get 50% back. Re-elect my leader. For sure. Jupiter explored. AI robot stuff. Nope. Okay. This here. Oh. So this is 2 points towards like Europa, Jupiter, Titan. I'll do Jupiter. Get some radiation protection. I can export food for happiness, whatever. Then, where's that little base? Where'd it go? AI base. Get resources back when you play them. And then you want... Can I, like, hold shift or something? Yeah. Grab all you, and then is there more highland in here? And is there more highland? There is there. I need to grow to it. Okay. Couple viewpoints. Don't mind if I do. More options, more mega projects. You could be a Central Park. And you could have the spaceship. So what do I need for this, Ooh, clownfish. I could adopt clownfish as a pet, right? Does it have to be one that I've played? I could just adopt elephants? Whew! We adopted elephants. Very cool. Okay. Space. The final frontier. Phobos Space Haven. 37, 37, 37. This is not too bad. We're also about to get 2 more diplomatic seats here. I just need so much power. Like, so much power. And also some titanium, I think. Is that what it said? 37 titanium? 37, yeah. So... that is as good as we're gonna get. Now, you need to go at 29, you need to go at 27. You need to go at 28. I mean, focusing on one is better than spreading thin. Oxygen goes up. Atmosphere and oxygen. Select a resource that you have none of. Seat. We are almost a completely independent, and there we go. Completely independent, and we are a democracy. We need more space stuff. What is this? Cool. That's a really cool structure, and I think I can actually build it. So let's find a place that just has a bunch of locations. And... what? Oh, it has to be a humanist city. Okay. Boom, baby. Happy, happy hippos. Hippopotamus. We can make society happy by building this weird planet. 20 atmosphere and 20 oxygen does literally nothing, so I take 1 science for it instead. Then we go to space. Space, the final frontier. Could have gone to Deimos instead of Phobos. I guess it gave us both at the start. 37 power, we don't have it. Okay, let's look at our cities. Who the hell makes power? 3 and 5? That's so weak. But nothing else is really a power city, you know? So... 3 and 5. Done. And then we're back to space. The final frontier. And we... build this. You can't because you don't have enough robots! Okay. Oh, man. Get me into the next game already. Get me out of here. Okay, bring in a bunch of that. A whole bunch of all the resources. Let's keep bringing in power. It seems to be the thing we just need. Alright, robots please? No. Robots? Housing? Like, this is insane. Come on, game. Like, just give me the card. I mean, there is a housing there. Okay. I missed it. I'm sorry. Jupiter, get more Jupiter. Saturn, make everyone happy. I really wanted to fix its resource shortage, but that's just not legal. So we can keep spreading plants around. If we had a place with 3 oxygen, we could throw this bad lad down. But I don't actually know. If we go climate zones, is there one that has 3 oxygen? There is. And 1 heat. It does work in here. So if I expand you, do you get more robots? No. I thought you would get more robots. Get resources back. Go here. So then this spot. That's very cool. Guided tours. More space trade. See, I'm so resource rich that it doesn't even, like, this is going to be very hard to use. Get 30 resources of something that you don't have. Well, I kind of have it all. New to car. Okay. This 11 science and it's done, so we can do that. You 10 more titanium and you're done. A building action is available. Sure. I don't know what building action is. Replace. No. His theories are ludicrous. Ignore him. I'm just keeping my political man. Per 5 ocean tiles, that should be easy to do, actually. Per 3 population, I don't mind that. Per 2 unique climate zones, like whatever, man. Deep core, weather. This one takes science. So we have new horizons, we have new this. Do we have any robots? No. Hyperloop. Increase the zone's temperature, climate, and everything, though. That's kind of cool. Is there a good candidate for this one? A blue base that maybe goes here? I'm just kind of clicking the buttons here, waiting for the world to change. I need more population up in space. I can lean into the singularity, but I don't even need more actions per turn. Just take some influence. Dolphins, rainforest. I don't mind. I don't care about these. Make another pet. I don't know. Robots. Alright, more card choices. More, happiness. Oh, housing. There we go. Housing. Where are you? Space. Phobos City. The final frontier. So that's cool. Then can I, like... I don't have 37 titanium. What the hell? This one, though, finished, right? No, sell 2 titanium. So, as much as I want to import it, I need to export 2 more. 69, 28, and 22. And then Export these. 1, 2, and a whole bunch of this. And then I can bring in something that I have less of, which is fine. Oh. Well, AI base number 2. You have secret police to help you. And we can get more card offers. Oh, no we can't because you don't have enough robots to build everything. New Dakar. Okay. Horses, horses, horses. Lovely. Again, none of these really matter. We can keep spreading them around the planet for the sake of it. Keep saying building actions available, but I guess I must have explored the whole planet. Humanist can be taken down a peg. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We are an oligarchy now. Okay. The way that that went down, it was not what I was hoping for. Space project. Again, these are not... Is this one at least? No, this is based on climate zones. Oh my god. Alright, no robots, but there is some population. So we do this. Select the life form to spread. Horses? Phobos, come here, Phobos. That's dangerous. Phobos. I'm trying to leave room for happiness buildings, but like we don't even have happiness buildings, so like, whatever. People love living here because it's where we're going to be taking off from. Then we can start importing this. Import. And you need to sell 8. So now we can sell silicates or nitrates. Nitrates are much closer. Oh. We want to do this. I don't know why I was bringing in water. I guess it was just the thing I was the lowest on. Alright. Again, here, get 0 influence. Perfect. Modular city. Europa bacteria. Water. Double housing. That's cool. Actually, we like that. Also, are we getting some seats in? Finally, some humanists coming. Modular city. Atmosphere, water production, tritium production. Does it really matter? Phobos City. I mean, people just love living here. People are super into it. Oh, I needed tritium this whole time. I mean, at least I completed that export mission. So now I can take it back in and keep exporting this crap. This, I guess my leader is poopy because there's nothing I'm getting out of the stuff, but it's mostly just because I don't have anything to do. Like, I'm kind of there. we've made it. But what is going on here? Oh, we can import more. Where's the city though? We said we were gonna do like this. It needs 2 population to do it. Ugh, gosh darn it. Industrialists. I need things I can build. Safari Park, high-tech luxuries. Okay, housing and things. Very cool. And you know what? It's 16 space resources, but we can take it, right? So this one here, 2 development if they are further away from the sun. So Titan. This can be sent. Do I have all 38? I do. Oh my god, there's a chance we actually get here in time. So the last stage of the colony ship, we have to do it in 70 turns. We're on 68. The last stage of the colony ship. Let's go back to Phobos City and have a look. Oh, we're just there. We're just rich. Oh my land! I mean, the silly thing is though, we have 11,000 happiness. We get 500 per turn. I could be putting it up by like another 25. How much are we getting here? It's like research costs less. We got 8 more science production from the fact that we've triggered like researches. Megastructures are cheap. We're just getting everything, right? Like we built this cool interstellar colony ship. It's, oh my god, I didn't realize that the reason it looks so weird is because you're gonna move all of Phobos. It's taking the whole moon. It's like a thruster pack on the moon. I thought that was just like a city building the colony ship, but the colony ship is like a thruster on the moon pointed the other way. No wonder there's 30 comfort of living. Everyone here is like, we're going. I don't know what they're gonna eat. We only gave them like 37 food to survive them a trip to another star. And all we built them is some housing. But wow. Yo, that is actually kind of dope. I kind of get it now. I don't know that you would just sprinkle random buildings on it, but I guess no one lives on those buildings anymore because the gravity of acceleration is all messed up because it's all pointed one way instead of down, and they're all used to 0 gravity anyway. I don't know. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. We did definitely do it on a insane difficulty, scenario success, all the good stuff. I don't think there's anything for us to unlock, but yeah, mastery level, many mastery levels. Usually you get 65 turns to get the super turn, but with this scenario there's so much going on, they give you, oh, we hit till 75. Oh, we did it like 7 turns early. With the start we had though, and like the super AI researcher like exploration, we totally could have done this. Like this takes 38 points, 41 points, 44 points. Like, we were on track. I don't know about getting this though. 50 points. Like we overshot this. We were at like basically 40. And we were set up to get like 3 more colony development points, and like if I started building my mega structure for the arcology, I think I could have built 4 levels of that mega structure with the like 200 food I had on hand. So, you know, if we were at 40-ish, and I'm saying that right now in that scenario, I could have gotten like 4 or 5 things more, then maybe we, like, that run was probably strong enough actually to do the hardest mode. The hardest mode, the problem is that your expectations are insane. Like, you are gonna lose to unhappiness, um, which is supposed to slow you down. But, you know, maybe there was some turns early in the game where I mentioned that we were not super happy or making some decisions that weren't making people super happy. And, you know, we had like 200 to 300 happiness. We certainly weren't on like 65 happiness and losing 20 per turn or something like that. And in fact, usually you get a lot of happiness every other turn from exploring points of interest, and like you get the smiley faces. So yeah, I don't see like that run. I think even with the higher expectation levels, the utopian expectation levels, we had such a happy society that we definitely could have you know, barring any weird pinch points in the early game, we had the engine to go all the way. I mean, the last 15 turns, I feel like the last hour of this game was just me tap, 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 watching all the numbers go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. And then eventually we hit the finale. If I were to do another recording of this series, I might think about cutting it down, just editing it, not actually editing it, but just pausing the recording and jumping in on the recording whenever interesting things happen. Because early game, there's a lot of interest and there's a lot of thinking and you're moving along. But later game, like, you really are just grinding it out, exploring the whole map. You know, click, 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 click. Putting microbes and stuff down. I mean, we terraformed all the metrics of the planet. We like in that time we did like almost all the scenarios, right? We would have, you know, settled 10 cities. We could have done 10 cities. I had enough food and water on hand that we could do 10 cities and like control 100 locations. I had a bunch of extra trains and stuff at the end. Knowledge, spend 900 science and explore 90 locations. Yeah, we did that. Ad Astra per Astra, 300 space points. That's nothing compared to what we could do there. We were building space projects as soon as they came up, right? Fully terraform all 4 parameters level 3. We didn't do the water, but we could have. Life forms worth 140 prestige. We may have had this. It's hard to say. I don't think we did. We may have been like halfway. Like it adds up really quick, right? When you get like the fancy cacti that we had like 40 prestige from that alone, and then we had a handful of microbes. I'm pretty sure all the Martian stuff died, all the native Martian stuff, but that was worth like 10 to 20 depending on how many were alive at a time. You know, we did end with like a couple of clownfish for like another 40. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like we have like 80 there alone. Like we may have been at like 7. This was close. We may have been green. Red Path produced 9 of all the resources. We weren't there. We were very high on some, like 30 production of a bunch of different things, but we did not have titanium, nitrate, silicates, and stuff that high. We had science and food. And then 1,000 points would have been trivial. So yeah, that was a good run. It was really fun. It took, once again, like almost 3 hours to do. See you next time. Ciao for now.